Good evening and welcome to tonight's Connersville Spartan basketball action between the Connersville Spartans and the Newcastle Trojans here on TV3 with Clint Brown. I'm Ronnie Wiley, and this is the Spartan Sportsnet pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Union Savings and Loan Association, Connersville's hometown bank since 1892. Before the game, I caught up with Spartan coach Kerry Brown about tonight's game. Big win last night, Coach.
Yeah, conference win. Possibly somebody we might see down the road in the sectional. We were a little bit undermanned. But I told our guys before the game, we still have a lot of guys that played in the sectional championship game against those guys last year. They had lost one big piece to their team. So as long as we believed and went out there and did some things execution-wise, we should have had a chance to win the game, and came down to last possession, and we got a second shot and dropped it in and got a huge conference win.
How were the boys last night in the locker room after that victory?
Really, we weren't jumping around. We haven't done anything yet. We've still got a number of tough conference games, and I know one of the things I just reminded them of, don't get too low after a loss and don't get too high after a win. Just try to be, pretty steady, and then also keeping in mind we've got to come and play another game tonight. Tough game on the road. So, last night was great, but it's over, and we've got to move on and try to get better still.
Second-ranked opponents in a row against these Newcastle Trojans, not a conference team, but a team that we're very familiar with.
Yeah, I think there's a rivalry between Connersville and Newcastle that, certainly outdates me, goes back years. And then, we were coming up here for the sectional when we were both 4As, and since we've went to 3As, we've gone different directions. But definitely a rivalry game, not a conference game, not a, future tournament opponent, but definitely a rivalry game tonight. And they're having a heck of a season right now as well. They're 8-2, and their only two losses were to Mount Vernon, who lost to Zionsville, number one team in the state, and then Anderson, who's got a really good team this year.
And again, you talk about the future. We do got Mount Vernon coming up. We got Lawrence North coming up. It's right now is where we need to focus at.
Yeah, just in a moment. Where we're at right now, that's the only game that matters. But with that being said, yeah, this month especially, and getting into February, these are the games that will help prepare us for the tournament.
Who do you got lined up tonight?
Same one that started last night. Braxton Myers is going to start in Josh's place. Josh is still out. Josh Williams, that is. And then Toby Billups and Caleb Sparks, Gage Brown, and Lucas Barron. And, I thought Gage played his best game of the season last night. He needs to build on that. Toby was solid, and Braxton off the bench provided us with a spark. So
yeah,
we just need, it doesn't matter. Just need someone to step up again tonight on the road.
Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
I was impressed. Coach Kerry Brown. Kerry gave us some lineups. Clint, lineups for the Trojans.
All right, starting tonight for Newcastle at guard is going to be a 5'11 senior, Sam Matty, wearing number 3. At the other guard spot is going to be a 6'2 senior, wearing number 20. That's Caleb Groh. 2 forwards tonight, guys we need to watch. One will be a 6'2 senior, wearing number 21. That's Trey Miller. The other forward will be a 6'5 junior, wearing number 22, Gavin Walsh. And starting in the middle for the Trojans is a 6'4 senior, wearing number 32, Dawson Scott.
So a couple guys over 6'4 in the lineup for the Trojans. Last night, a fantastic game. A nail biter came down to the very last shot on an offensive rebound from Toby Billups. Puts it up with a 0.4 to go. That was unbelievable.
That was obviously I didn't get to experience it real life, but I did get to watch it back, and I can tell you from watching it back, it was just as exciting to watch it afterwards as it was in the moment. Maybe not just as, but it was thoroughly enjoyable just the same.
Definitely a victory the Spartans needed after coming off not a very good showing at the Hall of Fame Classic. Where last time they were on this floor was the Hall of Fame Classic. 2 losses. Of course, had a loss in the Monroe Central game in their tournament the week before. So Connersville definitely not firing on all cylinders into that Greensburg game, which definitely, without question, is a huge victory for the Spartans in the EIAC.
Absolutely. Conference win. It's got to feel good to come back. Like you said, a couple, 2-3 tough games there over Christmas break. And you got to think that the Spartans are going to come up here tonight, and they've got something to prove on this floor. The last time they were here, a couple tough losses, great experience, and we'll talk more about that later. They got great experience playing some very athletic teams, but you got to think that Carey and the boys are coming up here to send a message tonight that they can come up and win on this floor.
Oh, absolutely. Not just a message to Newcastle Trojans, a message to themselves, and also a message to the other teams in the 3A. Talk about their schedule coming up. Carey mentioned it. A very tough schedule. Got Mount Vernon, Noblesville. I mean, it goes on and on.
Yeah, the second half of the season for the Spartans is not going to be a walk in the park. They've got some tough teams coming up. Like you said, Noblesville, we're going to go there and play Noblesville. We got to go to Batesville, play them. We get Mount Vernon at home.
Yeah, thankfully.
But as we were talking, Mount Vernon beat a number 1 ranked Zionsville team.
Yeah.
And that says a lot about that program. So the Spartans, they definitely have some challenges coming up. I think it's about staying healthy and just seeing this one through. They've got a great ball club. They've got a lot of talent. See this through to the end of the schedule. But, we've got Lawrence North. We've got to go there and play. That's a tough game to play. Franklin County, they're having a great year. They're going to come up here and play. So it's no easy escape here for the Spartans. They're going to have to play hard for the remainder of the year, and I think we can do it. It's a matter of getting it done.
Well, since we've gone to 3A, the thing that makes the EIAC special is that other than East Central, every team is a sectional opponent. So every team can be seen one other time in the sectionals. And, of course, this year we have it on our floor.
And, we all know the advantage of being at home. You feel at home, and I think the boys are looking forward to that. But even there, we've got to, just like last night, that's home court, but we had to play that to the very last 0.4 of a second.
Right.
So it's got to help, but it's still going to be a tough sectional here at home.
Absolutely, a tough sectional again because every team is familiar with each other, and Lawrenceburg's not going to be a walk in the park. East Central's not going to be a walk in the park. You mentioned Franklin County; they got a victory over Greensburg. Of course, Greensburg was down a few players when it came to COVID, and also that's something we got to think about too. You got COVID protocols coming up. We got our boys, the Williams boys, watching the game right now from home. Talked to Emma, their mom at Kroger this morning, and the boys are definitely itching to be out here. They want to be out here, but they're not here. How much of their absence is going to be affected tonight?
You're going to miss 2 players like the Williams. They've both got very distinct roles in the lineup. Josh has got one of the sweetest strokes you're going to see in Indiana basketball.
Absolutely.
It's smooth as silk. And James, when he comes in, he is a shutdown defender.
Absolutely.
He plays the hardest defense. And when you miss 2 players like that from your lineup, you're going to feel that.
Oh, yeah. And we felt it last night. I mean, especially opportunities where James, he knows how to get in position for a rebound. He knows where to be at all times. He's one of those guys that he just naturally knows where to be. Josh knows where to find the open guy. We missed that a lot last night. A lot of the shoulder was on Toby. Toby, definitely someone who can shoulder the responsibility, but it's much easier when you have Josh in the lineup as well.
It sure is, and we talked a little bit about concerns on when you're down 2 guys. We've got a 9-man rotation.
Yeah.
And then when you take 2 out of that, you're asking a lot. You're going to ask a lot from your 7-man rotation and from the JV guys that are coming up and probably going to see some minutes tonight.
Yeah.
You're asking a lot, but I think the Spartans did a really good job last night of the next man up mentality. They come in, they got a tough win at home, and I think that gives them a little bit of confidence. Hopefully not too much, but a little bit of confidence saying that they can do it. And we hope that we see that again tonight here in Newcastle.
Absolutely, as the boys get ready to go to their benches, get ready to start this game. That wraps up our pregame show, brought to you by our good friends at Union Savings and Loan, Connersville's hometown bank since 1892. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the national anthem after this from Union Savings and Loan.
Union Savings and Loan is an old-school community bank founded in Connersville in 1892 and still locally owned and operated today. Union Savings and Loan offers hometown service with great rates on CDs and deposit accounts and local loan approvals when you need financing. They also have a trust department. And with 2 locations in town, downtown at 730 Central Avenue and uptown at 500 West 30th Street, Union Savings and Loan is truly Connersville's hometown bank. Union Savings and Loan, people you know, neighbors you trust.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Newcastle High School for tonight's boys basketball matchup between the visiting Connorsville Spartans and your Newcastle Trojans. Before beginning tonight's starting lineups, if you would, please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem performed by the Newcastle Pep Band.
Pledge of Allegiance, very
uncommon.
Yeah.
You don't see that a lot. But I'm all for and paying respects to America. I think it's a class act by them.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised that, maybe the lights will go out. Used to the pre-game for the Spartans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nothing like that.
They may have bigger, but we have better. We'll give them bigger.
We'll give them bigger. Yeah, we'll give them bigger as long as we're better. Absolutely. Toby Billis, of course, broke the record for the assist not too long ago, and of course he led the team in assists yesterday. And talking to his dad before the game, you and I was talking about it, and he's a kid that can probably score 20 a night, but he'd rather have 20 assists.
And that's another thing, uncommon. Today's demands, I guess, is you want to be the flashy scorer, and Toby is more than content and enjoys feeding his team, watching his teammates, rein in the benefits from his good passing and court vision. I think Toby, he does a great job, like you said, shouldering the offense, and his awareness and his court vision is unmatched. And I think this is going to be a fun rest of the year watching him in his senior year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've seen him get a little playing time when he was a sophomore or with a junior, became a starter his sophomore year. And, of course, we know his older brothers,
Sure.
TJ and Tyler, and both of them, excellent players, different types of players. TJ more the bruiser. Tyler can nail you from outside, and, kind of a similar game to Toby. Around the household known as Baby Bill, but to us he's the general, and he's the Bill, and he may be the best of the brothers, and that's saying a lot because both his brothers are pretty good.
They really are. When you think a traditional Indiana basketball family, the Billups have to come to mind.
They do.
They are very talented at it. They're hardworking. Tyler was one of the scrappiest players you'll find. He was all-out effort every play.
Both of them. I never forget one of the games that TJ played and busted up his nose and went off and got cotton swabs up his nose and was still played. And it's hard to play with when you can't breathe hardly through your nose. But that was TJ Billups' definition. And Tyler, again, he knew how to lead a team and
very emotional. Tyler was very emotionally involved. He was an emotional leader on the team.
Well, he and I have the same birthday.
Okay, well, that's where you get it from. It must be a shared trait.
It's a shared trait, July 20th. Of course, I'm just a little bit older than him. I'm older than his dad.
Yeah, well,
I always tell Big Billups, Tim Billups, I'm your older.
Who is, by the way, turning the big 5-0.
Yeah,
April.
I turned 50 in July. As the tip-off this game is underway. Newcastle controls the ball. That's maybe with the basketball dribbling up. Toby Billups on him. Pass off to his right. Number 22, top of the key, maybe with the ball again. Newcastle wants the game to probably be in the 70s. We'll find out if that happens.
I would say it's in Kerry Brown's goals to not have the game get into the 70s.
Do not want the game to get in the 70s, and I think the only team was Homestead that they were the only team in the last couple of years to score their average against Connersville. Was nice defense there from Barron. Newcastle not being able to do anything. Nice shot there from number 20, and this ball is going all over the floor, and Newcastle comes up with a maybe, and he dribbles it off to number 22, has a three-point shot, and that goes in. Gavin Walsh with 3 right there. The ball goes all over the floor, but it doesn't matter as long as it goes through the hoop, and Newcastle's up 3-0. Walsh is somebody you got to watch.
He is, and Connersville played great defense there, but the loose ball created an open player, and he took advantage of the open shot. And he's one of the guys that we talked about. We're going to have to watch him. He's a heavy scorer. He's averaging right at about 13 a game. So we want to keep a hand in his face all night.
A lot of banging inside as Barron has the ball, dishes it back out to Braxton. Braxton over to the general. He has it on the right side. A lot of banging inside between Gage and Dawson Scott. Barron has it inside again, going again, and he's losing the ball. Lots of contact there. A foul going to be on Welsh of Newcastle. Lots of banging inside early on in this ball game.
You are right. Gage and the big guy for Centerville, for Newcastle, Dawson, they were getting at each other down there.
Yeah, there was lots of contact going on. Toby Billups brings it up top of the key. He's looking to drive off to Caleb, back to Toby. Braxton.
Good move by Barron.
Yeah, I was going to say Barron's trying to find a spot to post up. Thought that Braxton was going to take a shot. Connersville brings it back out, slowing things down. Newcastle defense pretty sticky early on. Toby brings it back out, trying to get something going on. This defense from Newcastle giving Connersville fits. One of the keys last night, Clint, was the patience of the Spartans.
And I think that's a good way to avoid a 70-point game. I think we're doing what we need to do, be patient, find our shot, and you're going to limit possessions for Newcastle if we keep playing this kind of offense.
Well, with this kind of a possession, we definitely got to turn it into points. Another foul going to be on their big guy, Dawson Scott. Yeah, with this, I mean, we've had the ball now for easily over a minute, definitely without question. Have to score if we're going to take that much time off the clock.
Yeah, we can't have empty possessions.
They're going to call Gage on that. Didn't even get it in.
Hopefully tonight we don't fall into the same foul deficit that we were in last night. That was tough to watch. We had 7 fouls, I think, before 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
That's right. Yeah, it was 2:25 to go in the first quarter, and we had 7 fouls as Maybe brings the ball up. Over to number 22. He shoots and gets off the back of the rim. Braxton goes fast for the rebound. Toby brings it up to the top of the key. Hands it off to Caleb Sparks to the right side. Toby's going to drive all the way. No, he dishes off to Lucas. Braxton Myers thought about it. He gets met by a trio of Newcastle Trojans. He's not happy with that. Braxton's is. So we resets the offense. Connersville again not being able to solve this defense of the Trojans. Caleb Sparks for 3 off the back of the side of the rim. Rebound by Grow. He brings it up over to Mabby to Grow again. Sam Mabby with the basketball. He's looking over his offense. Over to Miller.
We talked about Toby and his court vision. That pass was a very nice pass across the court, and nobody expected it. He's great about delivering passes when the defense almost seems to be lulled.
Right, exactly. He makes them fall asleep sometimes from the free throw line. That's Caleb Grow, and Newcastle has a 5-0 lead halfway through this first quarter. Connorsville just can't get their offense on track as Toby brings it up to the left side. He's going up against Mabby. Caleb Sparks back to Toby. Toby wants to drive. Caleb's going to shoot again. That looks good right there for 3. Caleb Sparks brings the Spartans within 2. Mabby brings the ball up again. We definitely needed that one, Clint.
We did, and you could tell from the release that looked pretty. It looked like it was going in, and hopefully we want him to get hot.
Yeah, we definitely need him to get hot. The Spartans need an outside threat since we can't get inside. Hopefully the outside shots go in. We'll open up the middle a little bit as Mabby is working against Braxton. And
good defense.
Nice defense from Lucas Barron. Barron's diving for the ball, and there's a...
It's going to be a backcourt violation.
Yeah. Looked like his foot went over the backcourt. Mabby's dead, and Connorsville needs to take advantage of this as Sollenberger comes in for Gage Brown. Going to a smaller lineup, the Spartans are.
You know, if we can limit our turnovers tonight and just be patient with our defense and allow things like that to come, you know, the extra possessions are really going to be beneficial for us tonight.
And take advantage of those extra possessions. Toby looking over the defense, drives the left side. Barron shoots for 3. He's got it, and the Spartans now have a 1-point lead, 6-5. Hopefully, again, this will open up the middle for the Spartans.
It is busy down there right now.
Yeah,
a lot of banging going on underneath.
Yeah, and no whistles for the most part are being called with a lot of the physical play. As you see, Walsh is being on that now. Yeah, Walsh is on Sollenberger, lots of physical.
And Sollenberger's giving up some height there, but you can't tell it in the way he's playing.
No,
he's playing very physical with him.
Yeah, not at all. And yeah, Sollenberger is one of those players that, again, doesn't fight at the scoreboard, but he does do a lot on defense.
He got himself a rebound there.
Yeah, Groh takes a shot, misses it. Newcastle going cold. Connorsville getting hot. Up 1. After being down 5-0, Caleb walks on that. Of course, that was the NBA. That wouldn't have been a walk.
No. That was a half of a step in the NBA.
Yeah, Newcastle trying to get back on the score column. Haven't scored in a good while. Connorsville up 1. Number 10 bringing it up. That's Colin Taylor for Newcastle. Newcastle, I was going to say one of the rare times, and that's going to be a block and an and 1. I was just about to say Newcastle really hasn't gotten inside until right there, and Braxton Myers called for the foul, and Ethan Hinton is going to the line to complete the 3-point play, hopefully for Newcastle.
You know, looked like Braxton got there just a second late. He was close. He had great position, got there just a little bit late for that call.
Yeah, if we don't lead the state in charges, we're darn near close to the top. Spartans now down 2. Toby Billups brings it up left side, hands it off to Caleb Sparks.
I believe Braxton's leading the team in charges, isn't he?
I think Braxton is. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Of course, Toby takes a lot too. I mean, a lot of the team takes a lot of charges. Toby going all the way, little short. And
they're going to get him.
Yeah, they're going to get him a foul on that. He's not happy with that call. Just a little weak on his shot and tried to get the rebound back and committed the foul. That's his first. Connorsville 3 fouls. One of the things about last night's game, and this seems to be following the script, was a game of swings. And right now Newcastle has the 2-point lead after going up 5, then down 1. They're up 2.
You know, Ron, I think we can look forward to this game. I think it's going to be a back-and-forth, tough matchup.
Yeah.
And what else can you do on Indiana, Saturday night? This is where you want to be, Indiana basketball.
That's exactly right.
We just hope that we come out on top.
Exactly. If you're not here, hopefully you're definitely watching this game with your buddies on TV3 or our YouTube channel. Carter Bodwell with the basketball. He's in the game. Dishes it off to the general. Drives to the right side. Back to Carter. Carter drives a little bit. Braxton thought about taking a 3. He's driving along the baseline. Gets clogged up there. Again, we just have not been able to get inside. Sollenberger with it. Toby going to shoot a three, and that's way off. And coming down with the rebound is number 22, Gavin Walsh. He shoots for a three, and he sinks it.
That's 2 for him tonight. He's got 6 points for us.
6 points. Spartans down 5, less than 20 to go here in the first quarter. Newcastle difference was being able to get inside that 1 3-point play, but other than that, they've shot a lot of shots from outside. And unfortunately, they've all gone in. As Spartans down less than 5 seconds to go, way out. Sollenbarger for three. He sinks it.
Right at the buzzer.
What a wild, great first quarter. After one, Spartans down 11-9. We'll be back in 30. We'll be back after this 1 minute timeout.
The place to eat in Connorsville is Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Dine inside or carry out at home or where you work. Delivery from Mancino's is always free. The number to call, 825-6155. Choose from a large menu, and there is a special youngsters menu. Choose the house specialty, the Great Spartan Classic. Enjoy the sports atmosphere by viewing all the Spartan sports memorabilia. Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Phone number 825-6155. A proud Spartan booster. Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency is dedicated to protecting you and your family at a price you can afford. Wilson Lawson Myers are licensed insurance professionals striving to be your agency of choice. Wilson Lawson Myers is an independent agency representing numerous companies for all your needs. Finding the right insurance begins with finding the right agency. That is Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency at 521 Central Avenue in Connorsville. Phone 825-5111.
Back here in Newcastle. Connorsville down 2, was down 5 with about 5 seconds to go when Luke Sollenbarger hit that three to cut the deficit to 2 points. Connorsville not being able to get inside at all against this clogged up defense from Newcastle. Carter Bodwell with the ball driving right side, hands it off to Caleb Sparks. He gets fouled by Ethan Hinton. That's their third. You know, again, the difference in that ball game right now so far is the fact that Newcastle was able to get inside on that one play from Hinton.
That's it. And, you know, we just talked about this Ethan Hinton, who is guarding Carter Bodwell in that last play. We talked about Carter and his hustle last night.
Yeah.
He played a tremendous game, hustle, and for his size, he makes up for it in heart. He plays hard and is a good defender for Connorsville.
Said it 1,000 times almost every game that he's played. You know, he plays like he's 7 foot tall, and the defenders know it.
Yes, they do.
Whoever he's defending, they know.
Pump fake
nice
gets him
play.
in the air, for sure.
Braxton kind of hesitated a little bit, cost him right there as Newcastle comes away with the rebound. Newcastle looks to extend their lead from 2. Mabby with the basketball over to Hinton. Inside to Scott. That is how it's done right there. And Newcastle now up 4. Connorsville playing a little timid on the offensive side of the basketball, but we've seen them solve riddles before this season, though. Definitely solve it right here as Toby drives to the left side. He dishes out to Carter, who shoots a 3, and he's got it. Connorsville now is down 1 as Carter Bodwell hits a 3-pointer.
That corner is being very good to us tonight. 3 of our 4 threes have come right in that corner.
Yeah, we should hopefully camp out right there.
There we go.
Nice
Good defense.
And it's Sollenbarger's going all the way. Beautiful play there from Carter to Sollenbarger. Sollenbarger started it with that deflection, and the Spartans now back up 1.
I thought Carter did a great job with that pass. It was a tough pass to make, and he did a great job with that bounce pass delivery.
Absolutely. Knowing where your players are at all times. Sollenbarger was the trailer, got ahead a little bit, and Spartans have 1. Spartans clog it up there, and Dawson, that's going to be on Toby. Yeah, Toby's not happy about that foul, but they're going to call him on that against Dawson. His second foul. Gage is coming in for Toby. Toby's going to be taking a breather right now. Kerry talking to him a little bit about what just transpired, and Good, nice defense from Gage to block it from Dawson.
That's what we like to see. Come in the game, force a turnover.
Yeah, like, and Carter was on that as well. Carter Bodwell bringing the ball down. Sollenbarger to his left. He goes over to the right. Carter looking over the offense of the Connersville Spartans. Gage Brown high at the top of the key. Carter pump fakes. He shoots a three. Nobody underneath it, but it doesn't matter.
There he goes, that pump fake. I'm telling you, he gets him in the air every time he uses that move.
Yes, he does. 17-13. Connersville up 4. On a nice little run right now against the Newcastle Trojans. Hinton with the basketball, goes to the left side, over to Mabby. Braxton on him. Mabby drives inside, and they're going to call Carter on that one.
You know, I was watching just before Gage Brown came in the game, and Coach Miller was talking to him. And you got to imagine he's telling him, you know, we see the banging in there, get big, play big. If we can establish a little bit of presence in the paint, I think these perimeter shots are going to be a little bit less contested for us.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what seems to be going on right now is Mabby's trying to trigger it in, having a hard time, hits it out to Hinton. Over to Taylor. Back over to Mabby. Mabby drives inside against Carter. Puts it back up, gets his own rebound, can't get them 2 or 3 extra shots. That's another they tipped out to. I thought they were going to get another rebound, but Lucas was right there. Now Carter's going to bring it up. Brings over the timeline, looks over his offense to Barron. Barron been silent tonight. Got a couple of boards, but nothing offensive-wise so far. Banging inside against Dawson. There's Barron. Right there is with Bodwell. That spot you're talking about. Being well defended right there.
Yes, it was. They may make an adjustment, just camp a player over there on defense.
Yeah, they're going to have to. Carter looking for some space over to, and I take nice job, and they're going to call that a charge against Sollenbarger. Yeah, I like it when Sollenbarger drives. He's not afraid, just overcommitted right there, committed the foul.
You know, I'd like to see him do a little bit more of that. He don't see not a whole lot of dribble driving from Sollenbarger, but he's effective at it.
Yes.
And I think that's going to do good things for his teammates if we could see just a little bit more driving, penetration, and then kicking out.
Happy with the basketball. Carter all over him. Now they're double teaming Scott. I thought he took a step there. Nice rebound there. Put back in from Dawson Scott, who threw it away to Carter, who's driving, and he's got the foul. He's not sure if they're going to call it to where
they're calling it on the ground, I believe.
Yeah, he was looking, hopefully, to get the call to get to the line. Team's 4th foul. Connersville 1 away from putting Newcastle at the line.
You know, we were just talking about Carter being big. He was the one that tracked down that rebound and then took it coast to coast.
Yeah, not afraid to go up against their taller players, and that's a very dangerous pass, and luckily it came down to Lucas. Carter Bodwell on the attack with the basketball, dishes it over to Lucas. Again, lots of inside physical play now between Gage and Walsh, and there's a away from the ball foul. I'm not sure who they were calling that on.
They're calling that on Lucas.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
It was not many people did.
Yeah, except the guy in stripes. The one who saw it mattered. And Caleb wasn't too happy with that call at all. Abby dishes over to now Scott inside. Ooh, that's a nice move. He can call it against. Not sure if it's going to be against Caleb or Gage. Again, very physical game. They're going to call that on Caleb.
Yeah, and maybe the officials are seeing the banging and they're trying to, get ahead of this and keep them tamed down in there. But there's been 3 or 4 quick fouls now called in the paint after we talked about not much whistle action going on there in the first quarter.
That's having Connersville at 8. First free throw made there from Scott. Cuts the lead to. Well, it should cut it to 2, I guess it was 4. So cuts it to 3, and he sinks the other one. He's got 4 points. 17-15. Connersville up 2. 3:30 to go here in the second quarter. Carter Bodwell bring the ball down. Toby Billups on the bench with 2 fouls. Carter gets it over to Braxton Myers. Myers looking for somebody to help him out. Carter Bodwell. Inside play from Barron. He's not getting any position at all. Nice defense inside as Braxton drives to his left side against Scott. Dishes that out to turnover from the Spartans, and here we go. Number 22 dunks it in for Newcastle. Gavin Walsh. It's a tie ball game.
Smart by Lucas. Don't want to pick up a foul there, too. He had a clear lane to the basket.
Yeah.
You don't want to give him a chance for 3 points there.
No, and you definitely don't want to get in foul trouble.
No.
Again, Newcastle inches their way back to a tie ball game. This is a back and forth game.
Ron, we're getting down to almost halftime here. I wonder how much, and you got to ask yourself, how much does last night and the foul trouble early come into play in the mindsets of our boys tonight?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you definitely don't want to get yourself into trouble and put yourself behind the 8 ball. And, Connersville definitely not playing as aggressive as we have seen them play before, as they're eating a little bit of clock coming under, getting up almost 2 minutes ago here in this first half. Toby out for a long period of time here in this second quarter.
It's surprising.
Yeah, absolutely. Inside to Carter, or inside to Lucas. He can't handle it. Walsh pulls up for a 3 off the back of the rim, but Newcastle once again, difference in this ball game so far seems to be that Newcastle is getting second and third opportunities. Newcastle content as Mabby pulls out towards the center of the floor. Dishes it over to Grove. He drives inside against Sollenbarger. No call, or there was a call.
There was a call. They called offensive on him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't hear a whistle. One thing that brought Newcastle back into this ball game is taking advantage of the opportunities that are given to them. Connersville has not so far here this last few minutes.
No, they haven't. And you see Toby come back in now. Or no, he stood up. He sat back down there. But Toby's getting kind of an extended break, unusual tonight. But this is a good chance for, the younger guards, Carter, Sollenberger, for those guys to step up and be the general on the
Barron
floor.
for 3 off the back of the rim. High. Back.
Can't make that pass.
No, can't make that pass. Newcastle back with it, looking to take the lead. Mabby dishes off to number 21, Trey Miller. Miller back to Mabby. Mabby far from the 3-point line, now goes to his left side. And that's Grove. And that's Miller with the basketball. Sollenbarger on him, back to Mabby. Looks like they're going to be content to take this last second shot. Just playing keep away, nobody in the paint, nobody close to the glass.
And they've got kind of a unique offensive unit. The play they're running right now, a lot of screens on the elbow, and you don't see this too frequently.
No, not at all. And I would probably say right here in about 5 seconds, they'll start expanding a little bit. They're definitely going to try to set something up inside as Mabby drives to his left side, to his right side. We're getting close to ending this half. 5 seconds, he's still way out. Mabby drives against Lucas, and he goes in, and a foul called. Not a time when you want to foul with 1.3 seconds to go here in this first half.
No, Ron, there you've seen 30 seconds of excellent defense by Lucas, and then right at 1 second left to go, and that's
foul.
all it takes is that 1 second.
Yep. And this could be all the difference here in this first half is these free throws for Mabby, and the first one goes in. Sam Mabby, nice free throw right there, nothing but the net. Toby's going to be stepping in, replacing Sollenbarger, who goes off to the bench with a three-pointer. Played good defense, and Mabby sinks his second one, 1.3 seconds to go. Toby's going to take the shot, and we'll see how this goes. Oh, off to the right side. We played one half here in Newcastle. Connersville down 19-17. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, gives you the very best deals in tires. Don's has all major brands available, in stock and in all price ranges. You can rely on Don's Auto Sales and Tires, in business for over 40 years. And Don's Auto Sales has a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles in prices ranging from $1,000 to $30,000. Need new tires or a quality vehicle? Available from Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, Connorsville. The phone number is 825-7730. Reed Health Sports Medicine provides an athletic trainer to the Connorsville Spartans through the support of Reed Foundation. Athletic trainers normally are present at most practices and sporting events. They can respond to an injury within seconds, determine the immediate needs of the athlete, and either begin treatment or initiate emergency management within the first few minutes. If your athlete suffers a sports injury, Reed Health's Athletic Training Clinic can provide injury treatment sessions using multiple modalities, rehab protocols, and treatment techniques to ensure your athlete doesn't miss a day without progressing forward. Learn more at reedhealth.com.
Back here at Newcastle's Fieldhouse. Halftime, Connorsville down 19-17, a game back and forth in that first quarter.
It really was, and Ron, we said it a couple times there. Really didn't get to see Connorsville establish an offense in the paint. You know, there's a lot of physical activity going on down there, and it's some rough ball down there. And really hope in the second half, and I'm sure Coach Brown's in there giving them this speech right now, we've got to establish some inside, and we can't rely so heavily on perimeter shooting. And I think if we can do that, the second half is going to look a lot better for us.
You know, we were having success from 3 points. We've had a few 3 points, and that's fine, but you definitely want to establish that inside. And again, the game was played in swings, and unfortunately, towards the end of this first half, Newcastle went on a little run, a 6-0 run, and has a 2-point lead. You got scoring?
I do. In the first half for Connorsville, we had Sullenberger had 5 points. Caleb Sparks had 3. Carter Bodwell had 6 points, and Lucas Barron had a 3. For Newcastle, Sam Matty had 2 points. Ethan Hinton scored 3. Caleb Groh with 2. Gavin Welch, one of the players we said we need to watch, had 8 to lead Newcastle, and Dawson Scott ended with 4.
Yeah, Gavin Welch, nice touch for him, and you know, they were able to get inside a couple more times. You know, when you talk about the inside game, they were able to get inside a couple more times. That, to me, is the difference in this ball game. As you mentioned, we got to get inside.
We really do. You know, we've got the big guys. Gage is a big guy. Lucas can get down there and play hard. We've got it there. And again, I think that was kind of the question was, is the foul trouble from last night in the back of their minds, and they're saying, you know, we don't have a deep bench tonight.
Right.
We need to not play as physical as maybe we usually do.
Right.
And that's when you wonder, is that coming into play at all? But I think, you know, we got through the first half with 18 fouls, 19 fouls. And our bigs, you know, they're doing okay. They're not in foul trouble. And I think that Gage has got 2. But I think, again, I think Carey's probably in there telling them, guys, we've got to get the ball down low and get us some points. And not only that, take some pressure off the perimeter shooters.
The loose balls, there's been a lot of loose balls. We've been unfortunate not able to come up with some of the loose balls. That's where James Williams would come in. We're missing him because that kid's everywhere. He knows how to get those loose balls.
He's a missile on the floor. I mean, he's 100 miles an hour to the ball every play. And if you don't think that gets into the mind of the opponent, they know. They don't want to get hit by a 150-pound missile. So, you know, his hard play is definitely missed out here tonight.
You know, when you have him and Caleb Sparks on that floor who, you know, are 2 guys that can get, and you only have one of them with Caleb, again, a big void by missing James Williams because he knows how to get those loose balls. And you know, the Spartans, again, shooting not too badly outside. Carter has, 2 threes?
He does.
Yeah, he has 2 threes. Sullenberger has a 3. And Barron has a 3. So that's 12 of our 17 points from 3-point line. You like that.
You do.
But, again, Newcastle's had quite a few threes as well.
They have, and you got to play the probability here. 3-point shots statistically are harder to make, and you're going to make less of them. So that's why it's important. You got to get that ball underneath. You got to get, and not only for the offensive aspect of it, but we need to get their big guys in some foul trouble too.
Right.
You know, we can pull them out, and that opens up more rebounding, more driving for us, penetrating, and I think lacking the inside presence is probably why we're down 2 points. but we're only down 2 points. That's the good news.
Yeah, and this is a game that Newcastle, the tempo is not what they want. But again, they're liking the fact that they're up 2. If you would have told me that we would have had 4 3-pointers and we would hold Newcastle to under 20 points, I would say that we would be ahead.
Sure. And again, it's a 2-point deficit. How much would 4 points in the paint make the difference? It's a 2-point lead that way.
And there were times that we were able to get, Connorsville was able to get inside, but again, mishandled balls, and that defense, we got to give credit to Newcastle's defense. I mean,
they were persistent.
They were swarms around that basketball. There were times that our bigs would get the ball in the paint, and there would be 3 guys on them, and
Absolutely.
they'd have to dish it out. I mean, they can't handle 3-on-1, so you got to give credit to Newcastle. Connorsville definitely, without question, needs to spread that out again, pull their bigs out. And you would think that hitting 4 threes would do that.
You would think so. And again, as a defense, you get to play the probability there.
Yeah.
Those are less likely made shots. We'll give you a little bit of space out there.
Yeah.
Not much. They're not giving us much, but luckily we've got some good shooters that are able to knock a few down. And the other thing you got to give Newcastle is on the offensive end, when they're down here on their offensive possessions, they've had a lot of tip balls out for offensive rebounds.
Right.
The hustle is there for them. And they did a great job in the first half maintaining and creating more possessions for themselves.
Yeah, that again, another difference in the ball game is the fact that they have given themselves multiple opportunities. We've been one and done a lot tonight. Connorsville definitely needs more shots per possession, and Newcastle has, without question, dominated that aspect of this ball game.
They have, and there was a couple passes that I think were a little bit rushed, and I think there's a little bit of when you've got Toby Billups off the floor, you're lacking that true on-court leader.
Right.
And you could tell that in a few of those possessions, there were some rushed passes and wanting to create things that maybe weren't there.
Right.
So I think Carey's going to do a good job in there telling them to calm down, make every possession count. We've got to play our basketball, and we can't let the hustle take us off our game plan. We've got to match their hustle in the second half.
Yeah, we have to find that extra gear. Connorsville has, throughout the season, been able to find that extra gear. Connorsville's been able to find 2 or 3 extra gears. We'll find out if Newcastle can find a gear or 2 as they come out with 2:29, under 2:30 to go here in this halftime. Connorsville is yet to come out. The Spartans, off that big victory last night. Again, during the interview with Carey mentioned that the team really never did talk too much about that victory. Yeah, they celebrated on the floor, but once they got off the floor, it's off to here against Newcastle. But again, you have to wonder, as you mentioned before, a lot of that physical, getting into foul trouble. We won the game, but it did alter the game some as Connorsville comes out now, and the faithful. I'm amazed. Here we are in Newcastle, and I would almost say we have almost as much as they have. Again, all.
Oh yeah, comfortably.
Yeah, without question. We're getting close to the start of the third quarter here at Newcastle Fieldhouse. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Connorsville Spartan Sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Gina Hartman, Devin Hornsby, and Gary Reebsummer for your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Are you thinking about buying or selling your home? Stay local and call Trish Smith at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. She will walk you through the process to make an easy transition and lead you to your dream home. Please contact Trish at 265-2663 to begin your journey today.
Back here at the Newcastle Fieldhouse. Connorsville down to 19-17. Again, great first quarter. If you're a Spartan fan, as we know you are, they, without question, definitely need to pick it up just a little bit.
They do.
Yeah.
And, the thing is with us, we're a second-half team. We make good adjustments, and typically the second halves for us are stronger.
Yeah.
And the will. The other thing that's remarkable about this team, they have the will to win, and they find where they have to go to get it. And even if it's a 2-point game with 0.4 seconds left, we find a way to get the win, and we hope we can do that here in the second half.
Newcastle on the attack inside to Dawson. Gage all over him. Mabby shoots a three. He sinks it. A nice start for Newcastle. Connorsville down 5, 22-17. As Caleb Sparks brings the basketball up. You rarely see that. Over to the general on the right side. Mabby on him. Toby dribbles into the paint a little bit. Comes out to Barron. Barron to Braxton. Gage high on the key.
See, I think Gage did a good job creating some space for himself there. I hope that we can look at that and maybe get him some touches down there.
Yeah, definitely want to get some touches inside. A foul away from the ball. That always scares me every time there's a foul away from the ball. Gavin Walsh, that's his second foul.
First call for the contact down low. So it looks like the officials are going to be on that in the second half here as well.
Having a hard time bringing in Gage. He was shooting some threes during pregame tonight. Gage to the right elbow. Here's Lucas Barron to the right side. Gage again. Gage and Scott are battling inside. Lots of contact. Gage not sure why there wasn't a call on that as Lucas shoots up from about 17, just a little short. And there's going to be a foul against Gage Brown.
That's 3 on Gage.
Yeah, 3 on Gage. Gage is not happy at all with some of the contact that's not being called on him. That's his second foul.
The official scorebook has him at 2, so we'll take that.
Yeah, we'll definitely take that. Mabby brings it up to his right side. Over to Miller, and that's
excellent backdoor
Welsh.
cut by Newcastle.
Yeah. Newcastle up 7. They extend the lead to 7. Caleb Sparks bringing the basketball up. They haven't seen that a lot at all this season. Toby Phillips to the right side. Caleb thought about shooting over to Barron. Barron dribbles to his right side. Barron just hasn't really gotten going. He has had that 3 earlier on. The Spartans slowing things down with Toby.
Ron, I think what I'd like to see here, somebody's got to get hungry to score this ball.
Yeah.
A lot of good passing, a lot of patience, that's fine, but somebody's got to want to put the basket, put the ball in the basket here.
And that's a foul against Gage again. Dawson Scott and Gage going at it, and Gage is being called.
Now he has 3 fouls.
Yeah, now he has 3 fouls. Sullenbarger taking Gage's spot. Gage is coming back. Carey giving Gage instruction, and before he sets down, Mabby brings the ball up for Newcastle across the timeline. Dishes it over to Welsh. That's a 3-pointer that you've got to get that guy's face, Caleb Grove. And Newcastle has a 10-point lead on the Spartans. 5:25 to go on the clock. Toby Phillips brings the ball up. He dishes off to the right side. Braxton Myers thought about taking it, and there's a walk on Braxton Myers. Connorsville Spartans disheveled right here, have not scored here in this third quarter.
It's like Carey's wanting a timeout. They're just not seeing him yet.
Yeah, Carey's definitely, Carey's way. He's going to be taking a full timeout with 5:17 to go here in Newcastle. Connorsville down 10. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Service the old-fashioned way. The dependable service you need for your car or truck is always available at Goff's Auto Care and Tire Center in Connorsville and Brookville. Experienced mechanics are ready to correct the problem using the best replacement products that will have your vehicle running like new again. Shane Goff is waiting to serve you at 600 Western Avenue in Connorsville, phone 825-2588, and Charlie Goff in Brookville at 9197 State Road 101. 647-2222 is the phone number. Goff Auto Care and Tire Center.
Back here in Newcastle up 10 on the Spartans, 27-17. The Spartans just not able to get their offense going. Lots of away from the ball fouls, and Newcastle creating.
They really are, and you don't want to come out of the gate, in the second half on an 8-0, giving up an 8-0 run. And 10-point game. Okay, we've seen worse deficits, but I think, again, it's about calming down, and somebody's got to get hungry to score the ball.
Yeah. I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, the intensity we saw last night against Greensburg has not translated to tonight. But again, you have to give Newcastle the credit. Defense has just been phenomenal.
Yes, it has.
Abby bringing the ball against Toby. Toby a little bit more pressure, but Newcastle with Miller. Miller over to Welsh. Welsh back to Miller. Back to Mabby. You talked about the hustle, and that's been the difference in this ball game. Is Mabby takes it underneath the basket, gets it into Scott. Barron on him. Scott goes up, and he gets the roll. Newcastle now up 12. And that's going to be a foul against Scott. I like the aggressiveness there from Luke. And that's Newcastle's first, I think, this.
Second on the Trojans.
Oh, it's their second so far. That's Scott's second. Carter Bodwell coming in for the Spartans, taking Luke's spot. A nice play there.
Feed.
Nice. Somebody fell asleep, and Caleb Sparks took advantage of that. Spartans down 10, 29-19. Mabby with the basketball, looking to direct traffic. Newcastle again playing an efficient offense. And that's right there. That's Miller. He shoots off the back of the rim, and Toby with the rebound. They'll call that on. Looks like they're going to call that on Braxton Myers. It seems like every time there's a call on a crucial play, it goes against the Spartans. As Braxton goes out. And Sollenbarger coming back in. Mabby going to trigger it in. And that goes to Scott. Scott against Barron. He goes up against the glass, high off the glass. He hits 2 times. He's done that down the floor. Newcastle back up 12.
We talked about trying to get an inside presence on offense, try to get their bigs in trouble. And
look,
Gage is on the bench, and they've got 2 back-to-back baskets right underneath.
They've done everything that we thought about and talked about doing for Connorsville. Caleb goes up hard to the glass. He's going to the line for 2. That's something that needs to be done, that aggressiveness to get to the line. That's going to be against Trey Miller. Newcastle now with 3 fouls. Caleb Sparks at the line shooting 2.
Gage is set to come back in, and I think he needed to take a break mentally. He was getting agitated, and I think Kerry's seen that, brought him out, and said, hey, we got to stay above the noise. We got to do our job, and hopefully Gage comes back in here and locked in.
He comes back in, taking the place of Lucas Barron, who takes a seat. Caleb makes his second shot. Connorsville down 10 once again. Not being able to go on any run whatsoever. Newcastle has the answer for every time Connorsville asks a question. Mabby over to, and that looks like an elbow was thrown.
It should have been a call.
Yeah, Welsh threw an elbow on Sollenbarger, no call. And that's Trey Miller with the basketball, back to Mabby. And there's another away from the ball foul. They're going to call Carter on that. I have not seen this many away from the ball fouls. Carter's first, the 4th for the Spartans. That was elementary right there. Gavin Walsh.
You see that stuff in the park.
Yeah, exactly. Connorsville back down 12, not able to get on any run whatsoever. Newcastle has done a good job at keeping the Spartans. Walsh has 15 now. Carter Bodwell thought about taking a faraway three. Stollenberger, again, inside play from, that's beautiful.
There we go.
That was beautiful.
He's done a great job creating that. It's getting that confidence in the lob pass to be able to execute on those plays.
Yeah, and right there was executed perfectly. Connorsville getting back down 10, not able to, they need a stop right here. Connorsville definitely needs a stop.
A 6.60 run right now could do a lot of good for the Spartans if we can just hold it together for 3 or 4 possessions, get a little bit of our confidence back. We've still got a whole quarter and 2.5 minutes to play.
Well, I tell you what, I'm not out there playing, but it seems like I'm, hesitant on doing anything for fear of getting a foul called against me.
There we go.
Yeah, I was going to say there was a clear shot right there. Mabby throws an elbow against Toby, and he's called for the charge. That's his second foul. Mabby taking responsibility right away, patting his chest like, hey, it's my fault. Toby Billups brings it to his left side, goes to the top of the key. Looks like he's driving to his left side. He dishes it off to Caleb. Caleb back out to Stollenberger. Stollenberger to Carter. Again, to back it. Nice play inside. Now they're going to call Dawson on that. Dawson Scott. Again, Carter saw that the post was open for Gage, who had the position, and you mentioned that's his third. And you mentioned that, Clint, getting that inside. Carter saw it.
Absolutely. We got a basket out of it last time. We got a foul on a big who, we got to keep getting it there.
Yeah, that's his third. Surprised he hasn't been taking a seat. That's not a good pass.
Good job by Toby.
Very good job. Gage going inside to the right side. He's going to the line for 2. Another foul on Dawson. That's his fourth.
Fourth for him.
Yeah, he's probably definitely going to be coming out the rest of this quarter. Got to take advantage of that. Got to take advantage of that, as there's now 6 fouls on Newcastle. 1 more. Connorsville's in the bonus.
Ron, we talked about that at the beginning. Toby did a great job penetrating, drawing the defenders to him, and then he had the dump-off pass to Gage.
Yeah.
And it's the basics here. You want to drive and kick and let your teammates be the beneficiary, and there's nobody better than Toby Billups at doing that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right, as Gage makes his first, cuts the lead for the first time in single digits in a good while. Now he's 2 for 2 from the line. Gage has really improved on his free throws. Connorsville picking up the press.
Oh, that
Gage,
was a hook.
Yeah, and boy, Carter right there got it. Connorsville on the attack over to Caleb Sparks. Caleb shoots, and he travels again. Yeah, that's where you get the excitement going, and you take a little bit too many steps.
That was questionable. It looked like his left foot was pretty planted there, and I've been watching for that because he had a few of those calls in the first half.
Mabby with the ball against Toby, goes to his right side, over to Hinton. That's Hinton. Getting back to Colin Taylor. Mabby.
And it looks like Connorsville's defense, they've really picked it up. They're playing more aggressive here, communicating well. Yeah,
and that's the key. The communication needs to be there for the Spartans as Mabby goes against Barrett and blows by him, but Gage.
It's okay. Smart play by Gage. You don't want to pick up your foul. 4th foul coming out of here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that is smart play. Thought that he might have had a chance to get the swipe there. That wasn't Gage. That was going against Caleb. Caleb Lucas is on the floor. Toby goes all the way, and he's fouled. Toby goes to the line for a and 1. That's his first 2 of the night tonight. Could cut the Spartans' deficit to 7 if he makes this, which will be the closest we've had in a long while.
It is, and Ron, it's important to note here. Important to note that we're in the bonus for the rest of the half.
Yeah, we're in the bonus for the rest of the half, and we're not even here in the 4th quarter, so we got to make those free throws. Toby missed that one a little too short.
And you comment on this a lot when you guys do these broadcasts. Free throws are critical all game long.
Yeah,
and down the stretch. Absolutely.
or any part of the game.
Down the stretch here, it's going to come down to a close game, and those free throws, we need to take advantage when we get those.
Yeah, the coach told me one time, I don't care what your free throw percentage going into the game is, as long as when you're at the line, you're 100%.
That's it.
That's all that matters. Nice defense here from Carter against Hinton. Hinton out to Taylor. Taylor to his right side, Toby on him. Mabby right there with Caleb all over him. 25 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Newcastle obviously looking to take the last shot. Connersville trying to prevent.
Okay, you just got to be careful here.
Yep, and there's another foul. Yeah, that you knew that was going to happen just the way that.
And I think more importantly, Newcastle's coach knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
They wanted to draw into that situation.
Yeah. Gage comes out with his fourth foul. Mabby limping over there, but Groh, the way that he was dribbling, you knew that he was going to force that foul on Gage, and Toby going out there to try to intercept that. Mabby bringing it across the timeline. 10 seconds to go. He's driving to his left. Toby all over him. Caleb steals it. We got less than 5 seconds to head too far away. Wow, that could have really changed a little bit of the momentum of heading to the fourth quarter with Connersville getting the ball to start the fourth. No, Newcastle. Yeah, Connersville getting the ball starting the fourth quarter. I got to remember we're guests on this scoreboard.
That's right. 6-point deficit would have looked
Taylor
a lot better than an 8-point.
Taylor off the right. Yeah, from our angle, looked like that was going in.
That was scary.
After three, Connersville down 35-27. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Urban Winkler Funeral Home in Connersville and Liberty is a family-owned funeral home. Urban Winkler Funeral Home considers it an honor to be selected to care for a family member at the time of a passing. The friendly staff at Urban Winkler Funeral Home pledges to care for all your family needs to the best of their ability. 2 locations to serve you: in Connersville at 513 West 8th Street and in Liberty at 310 North Main Street. Whitewater Eye Center Connersville provides vision care for every member of your family. This includes treatment for eye diseases and injuries, just one of its many services. Services that include glasses and contacts, frames for every budget, sunglasses, and a large selection of eyewear. Complete vision care for every member of your family. Yours at Eye Center of Connersville. Scheduling an appointment for a complete eye exam is as easy as calling 825-6000. Whitewater Eye Center Connersville, located at 2045 Virginia Avenue. Your vision is our focus.
Winning ticket, please bring it down to the sports table.
Heading into the fourth quarter, Connersville down 8, 35-27.
Also, one last reminder.
Newcastle again playing very well defensively. Gage Brown on the bench with 4 fouls on the floor for the Spartans.
That hurts because Gage was starting to get it going there at the end of that quarter. Getting some good touches down in the paint and making some free throws and a couple points for us.
Toby goes all the way. He's going to go to the line shooting 2. That's Mabby going to get called on that. That's his 3rd. Dawson Scott for Newcastle, their big guy on the bench for 4. Again, Connersville needs to be a lot more aggressive going to the glass in the paint. Trying to get those fouls called. Toby needs to sink these 2 right here. And that's 2 in a row he's missed. Connersville down 8. Sparks, Bodwell, Toby, Lucas, and Braxton on the floor for the Spartans. Toby sinks his 2nd one, cuts the lead to 7. And the closest we've been in a long time. As Caleb was all over Colin Taylor with the basketball. And there's a timeout from Newcastle. He's not happy with that. 7:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. Connersville down 35-28. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
It's events like this game that make our community such a great place in which to live, work, and play. All of us at FCN Bank applaud the CHS Spartans for their hard work and dedication. Thank you for reminding us once again why we all choose to call this place home. FCN, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Go CHS Spartans. Good luck. FCN Bank, member FDIC.
Back here at Newcastle, Connorsville down 7, 35-28. Seems like Connorsville is picking up the pressure just a little bit more.
It does. That last defensive possession for us, you could tell that Connorsville's intensity was there, and they were, whatever Newcastle was trying to do, it was disrupting enough for the coach to come out and call that quick timeout.
Yeah, that's a wide open three there from.
Yeah, can't give that up.
Caleb Groh, you can't give him. He's got 8 points, a couple of threes. They're back up 10. Carter Bodwell bringing the ball over to the general on the left side. Looking over the offense, over to Caleb. Caleb had a couple of walks tonight. Carter fakes out his defender. Back over to Toby. Toby inside and they're going to call a walk on that from Lucas, who was trying to get a foul called and prevent from getting a jump ball. Lucas is going out for Luke. Luke Sollenbarger replacing Lucas Barron.
Calls certainly have not helped us tonight.
Not at all. Nice steal there from Caleb Sparks, who dishes it out to the general. He's at the top of the key. He's going to go driving thought he was going all the way. Carter fakes. He's stopping to his left side. He got
hit on the hand on the shot.
Yeah, it looks like he did, but no call right there as Groh has the basketball. Carter all over him. Groh out to Taylor. Taylor, it pushed another timeout, but
no, they're calling a foul on Caleb Sparks.
Okay, I thought Taylor had pushed off Caleb, but they're going to call that on Caleb, his third. Mabby triggers it in. Walsh with the basketball back to Mabby. Toby on him. Newcastle playing with lots of confidence, up 10. Playing nice ball handling for Newcastle. Mabby with the basketball. Out to Taylor. Carter all over Taylor.
Carter was close to getting a hand on that.
Yeah, boy, Taylor jumps in, and they're going to get him they're going to call that, I think, on Braxton, as that's a nice three-point opportunity there for Mabby. He's got 9 points. He's going to go for his 10th. Braxton's in foul trouble with 4. And Mabby thinks, oh, no, he doesn't. It goes off the backboard, and Connorsville down 12. Bringing up fast is Toby Phillips. Carter goes all the way, and he's got a couple of points. And Carey calls timeout really quickly. 6:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Connorsville down 10. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment welcomes you to stop by our Connorsville location at 330 East 5th Street. George's is proud to offer you friendly hometown services and the convenience of free delivery. Also, our medical equipment staff is there to help with whatever you need. George's Floral and Gifts has that special something for any occasion, birthdays, weddings, bereavement, or to brighten someone's day. George's Pharmacy, we are here for you, 765-825-6251.
Back here in Newcastle. Connorsville down 10. Just cannot seem to get any momentum. It seems like when Connorsville has momentum, Newcastle snatches it away, or Connorsville makes a mistake from a foul that.
It does. Right now, we've not got consecutive baskets. You know what I mean? We need to get a roll started, and we're having a hard time getting 2 baskets strung together.
Yeah, defense has picked it up just a little bit.
It's a good trap there.
Yeah. Hinton with the basketball to Mabby. Mabby taking his good old sweet time. He's got to watch it. The 5 seconds was on him. Taylor drives to his right side. Caleb on him, back to Mabby. Mabby to Welsh. To Welsh. He shoots, and Caleb comes up with a rebound. Braxton on the floor with 4 fouls, battling inside with Taylor, and there's going to be a foul against Taylor, it looks like. And Braxton's going to go to the line. Got to make you go. You talk about free throws.
Got to have them.
Got to have these free throws right here. Every chance that the Connersville Spartans can score, they have to take the opportunity to score.
You know, missed free throws right now. If those were makes, we're down 4 points.
Yeah.
And that's just second half free throws we
Right.
missed.
Yeah. Braxton's first attempt. Short a little bit. That's right. I thought he was going to, but there was a kick basketball. Connersville down 10, 5:18 to go. Newcastle with 9 fouls. Connersville with 7. So both teams, one more. Connersville shoots 2. You know, there's been a lot of free throws that have been missed. Another non-call. The ref's coming out in you, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, when you see the arm extend like that, that's what they call a tell in show business.
Yeah.
That's a tell that there was a push off there.
And of course, it's important to know that you're a licensed ref.
Yes, 6 years now. 6 years.
So you see things through a different lens, obviously, as Joby brings it up for the Spartans, coming up on 5 minutes to go here in this ball game. Down 10. Connersville needs something to happen right now. Joby thought he was going to drive all the way. Luke shoots a three-pointer, and it rims in and out. Newcastle Dawson back in with 4 fouls. Braxton with 4. Gage on the bench with 4. Carter all over. Oh, that's wide open. That's Dawson. Scott with the basket. Connersville down 12. You know, again, not the same intensity we saw last night. Scott with 8 points.
Really is. And, you know, Ron, it looks like tonight it's just Connersville's having a hard time finding that fire. You can tell.
Yeah.
You know, they're playing hard. And maybe it's the lack of depth that they've got right now. It was a hard game last night.
Yeah.
Make a trip up here. It's cold. The weather's poor. You know, they're tired.
Yeah.
But you just hope that with 4 minutes to go
That's
now.
another play, and that's going to be a 3-point opportunity. Connersville going to be down possibly by 15. Connersville
4
lacking
fouls
on
on Caleb.
defense. Yeah, 4 fouls on Caleb. We got 3 guys with 4. Braxton with 4. Caleb with 4. Gage on the bench with 4. Not sure how many Lucas has, but Lucas probably has a few. And now Connersville down 15, 4:02 to go. And I thought there was going to be a timeout. Lucas is coming in. How many fouls does Lucas have?
Lucas is sitting at 2, it appears.
I'm surprised he only has 2. General brings the ball up over to Carter. Carter to Caleb. Caleb's got to watch these guys forward. Lucas back to Toby. Toby drives to his left side. Braxton sets up wide open for 3, and he's got it. And Carey's going to call timeout. Connersville down 12. We'll take our last 30-second timeout. 3:45 to go here in Newcastle. Connersville down 45-33.
You will find the answer to your every flooring need at Foles Flooring at 301 Beach Street in Connersville. Yes, Foles Flooring has a large selection of carpet and tile, also vinyl and laminates, luxury vinyl tiles, and hardwoods. You will receive a free estimate on your choice of flooring plus expert installation. Their friendly staff will help you through the entire process. Foles Flooring also provides bathroom upgrades, remodeling, and custom shower systems at 301 Beach Street, Connersville. 765-692-0800 is the phone number.
Back here in Newcastle, Connersville down 12, 45-33.
You know, it was a big 3 by Caleb there.
Yeah, definitely a big 3, and that's a
Got a
travel.
turnover.
Yeah,
All right.
Connersville needs to get some momentum. We haven't scored twice in a row in a very long time. This would be a good time to cut the lead to single digits with 3:42, maybe put just a little bit of pressure on Newcastle.
You know, Ron, if we're going to get it, now's the time. We need to get it going now.
Yeah, Caleb goes to his right side. Carter head fakes back to the general. He Passes it back out to Carter. Carter thought about taking a three right there, but Braxton says, I'll take a three. And Braxton sinks another three-pointer. Connersville now back down 9 points. Connersville putting the pressure. Braxton with 6 points, all coming here in the last minute and a half of this ball game. And Connersville definitely needed pressure as
We got to play smart ball here.
yeah, definitely need to play smart basketball. That's going to be a foul on
Braxton Myers.
Braxton? That's his fifth, I believe.
Foul on number 32, Braxton Myers. That is his fifth.
Yep, he's out of the ball game, and here comes Luke Sollenberger going to be taking his place.
You know, smart ball. That's what I'm saying. You got to know you got 4 fouls, and Braxton just hit 2 big threes for us. He's heating up.
Yep.
We want to keep him in the game, and
Absolutely.
it's a tough break for Connersville.
Yeah, now all knotted up at 9 fouls. So every time, again, one more foul. Both teams have 2 shots at the line, and Mabby misses it. Connersville got to take advantage. Let's get, Connersville wants to score for a 3rd time down in a row. Let's cut this lead to 6. Carter's going to, I thought he was going to shoot a 3. I tell you, he fools me every time. Sollenberger going against Scott. He's in foul trouble. Might as well go. One more, and Scott's out of there. Toby Billups, he's going to be driving. Thought about it. Though Luke Sollenberger, they took a little bit too much time. He's going to go against Dawson. And that's going to be Dawson's 5th. No, they're going to be calling that against Luke Sollenberger. Travel. Wow. Again, timid. We've seen so much timid tonight from the Connersville Spartans.
And again, a lot of driving there. Somebody's got to be hungry to score that ball.
And when you know a guy has 4 fouls, go take it to the hoop.
Right. And we're down to 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes ago. Timeout there from Newcastle. We'll keep it here. 2:26 to go. Connersville down 9. We've seen a little bit of hesitant play on the Connersville Spartans tonight. Luke thought about taking that 3.
And I think you let it fly there. I really do.
At this point, I think you need to take that 3, let it fly. But then he went up with the right idea to go against Dawson. But, of course, Travel Dawson thought it was going to be against him.
Sure.
And he thought to get him out of there. The game definitely, without question, not over by no stretch of the imagination.
No.
Just got to pick up the defense, and whatever's given to the Connersville Spartans have to score from here on out.
Yeah.
Can't be a wasted possession.
With a 9-point deficit, you've got to look at the missed 3 opportunity that Sollenberger just had. That's the most wide open that any player was on that possession.
Yeah.
And with 2.5 minutes left, your thought process got to be a little less patient there.
Right.
We're hungry for the points. We've got to have those points. And a big 3 there would have been a great step in this comeback.
Oh, without question, would have been a great step in this comeback. The Spartans has tried to claw their way back in this ball game, but Newcastle has had the answer every time. And, there's been a little clink in the armor here this past couple of minutes of game time, and the Spartans need to take full advantage of it.
They do, in foul trouble, Ron. That's a big thing for us now.
Take it to the hoop to get Scott out of there.
It is.
Their big guy is Grove brings it into Mabby. Mabby on Carter. There's a little spin move. Carter all over him. Scott way
ferocious.
Outside. Yeah, way outside. Grove with the basketball. Caleb all over him. Again, Connersville picking up the defense just a little bit. The pressure. There's a foul again away from the ball. Not sure who they're going to.
Carter Bodwell.
They're going to call that on Carter.
And I think it was intentional. I think at that point he just wanted to get him to the line. And we're to 2 minutes now, so this might be the game plan for Carey. He might want to try our chances with free throws.
Yeah, two free throws coming in for Mabby. He missed his first one that last time, but saved that one and puts it back up to a 10-point lead. And he's got 11 now as extends the lead to 11 points for the Spartans. Again, fouling puts them at the line for 2. Carter drives in. He floats one over Welsh. And now the Spartans again down 9. And Carter dives for the basketball.
That's a travel.
Yeah, somebody, there was a
Well, you had was
held ball.
that's what they're calling it. 2 Newcastle players were on the floor,
Yeah.
both of them having hands on the balls. That's a travel by rule. So a missed opportunity there, missed call. That would have been a great possession for us to have there into the basket.
Yeah, I'm not sure who has. I couldn't hear who they said out of basketball. They don't have an arrow like we have on our, but it looks like it will be Newcastle basketball.
Bigger, not better. They
Yeah,
don't have the
absolutely right.
arrow.
Yeah, that's right. There we go. So Newcastle going to trigger it in. That's Walsh triggering it in to Mabby. 2 guys all over him. Connersville, last time they did that, they had Newcastle found a guy underneath the basket. Got to watch it.
Yep.
And a nice steal there from Toby. Nice anticipation. Talked about his vision. Toby going to Caleb as the basketball. Toby with the basketball. 1:28 to go. Less than 30 or 90 seconds. Connersville got to score right here if they want to get in this ball game. Solomon Barker, not good hand on, good defense from Newcastle. You think that Connersville's taking the last second shot, and that's how you do it.
That's from downtown there.
Yeah, 6 points lead for Newcastle. Connersville obviously going to be pressing, probably going to foul here in a second, and no foul right there. And Welsh puts the lead back to 8. Carter coming up. We're less than a minute. Caleb Sparks with the hot hand. He's faking the drive, goes inside, and that's going to be Connersville basketball. With 47 seconds to go, even Connersville down 8.
Got to have points here.
Yeah, got to have points. Yeah, Caleb, that was more than an NBA 3 that he hit last time. And Luke got to hold on to that ball. He's going up against Dawson. And he got the call. Lucas Barron now. Connersville back down 6. 42 seconds to go. Carey calls a timeout.
That's a big body play from Lucas because that boy's got some weight, and he
does.
was right on top of him.
Yeah, he was hoping that Scott would get the call against him, but Scott stood straight up like a statue, and Lucas sunk it. Connersville down 6, 42 seconds to go. They were down 15, probably with about 3 minutes to go. Carey talking to his team, calling up some plays. Defensively, the Connersville Spartans do not want to let somebody get underneath like they have the last couple of times they've pressed.
You know, Ron, Newcastle's a 73% free throw shooting team.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad, and you don't want to find yourself in the position late in the game where that's our game plan, is to put a 73% shooting team on the line.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah, especially right now they will shoot 2.
They will, every time.
So every time. So it's not miss one and we get now. They're going to call Lucas on that. There's going to be another couple, but no times off the clock. So
that's the win out of there.
Connersville has to hope that Mabby misses both of his shots.
Sam Mabby at the line, shooting 2.
You know, you have to give credit to Newcastle the way that they played, the pressure on the Spartans, but the Spartans just has not played as intense as we have seen them. But you got to give Newcastle credit on that as Mabby makes his first one. That they took the air out of the sails of the Spartans as he hits 2. Now back up to 8 points, less than 40 to go. Toby brings it up, goes to the right side against Mabby, and he almost throws it away to Caleb. And Caleb does throw it away. There's going to be probably another foul coming up. And Luke finally commits the foul. Newcastle, their fans are loving it. Luke Sullenberger commits his second foul. Walsh at the line, going to be icing it right here. Connersville down 8. And Walsh hits his first one. A 9-point lead for Newcastle. We've seen crazier things happen.
That was 18 points for Welsh.
Walsh 18. This is his 19th
point.
And
Phenomenal game for him.
Yeah, he's been as advertised. Less than 25 to go. Toby driving against Mabby. He goes up. Can't even get it in there. That's going to be Connersville basketball. 99 other times Toby makes that shot.
It seems like Connersville's not got a lot of breaks tonight, Ron. We really haven't. With calls, with rolls. We've had to fight for every inch we've got tonight. And
that might be a held ball.
It is.
Connersville basketball, 15.5 to go, 10 points down for the Spartans. We've seen Reggie Miller score a few points with less than 10 to go. So
was it 8 points in 6.3 seconds?
Yeah. Toby driving to his left side, less than 10 to go. Lucas shoots for 3. It's off the rim, and Lucas gets his own rebound. This game is pretty much over right here as the ball goes out of bounds. Connersville basketball, 3.2 seconds to go. Difference in this ball game, it seemed like Newcastle played with more intensity.
Yeah, tonight, like we talked about, just no breaks. We didn't get any breaks from any aspect of the game, but they played hard.
Lucas goes in for 2 points to make the final score 53-45. Newcastle gets the victory against the Spartans. They fall to 10-4 on the season. Newcastle goes to 9-2. The Spartans not having any luck on this floor, losing their last 3 times on this floor. Of course, 2 at the holiday tournament and 1 here against Newcastle tonight. You got some scoring?
I do for Connersville. Toby Billups ended with 3 points. Luke Sullenberger had 5. Caleb Sparks had 10 points. Carter Bodwell finished with 10 points tonight. Lucas Barron with 7. Gage Brown with 4. For Newcastle, Sam Maddie ended with 12 points. Caleb Groh ended with 8. As we talked about, Gavin Walsh ended with 19 big points for Newcastle tonight. And we had 11 points for Dawson Scott.
Yeah, Dawson played with 4 fouls for pretty much that fourth quarter and didn't commit that 4th foul. Of course, Connersville went at him a few times and couldn't get that 4th foul on Dawson. A very, very disappointing loss for the Spartans after that victory last night against Greensburg. But as you put the victory away, you put the loss away just as quick as the victory. And, we definitely missed the Williams twins tonight.
We sure did. You felt that absence. The bench felt that absence. And, Ron, this is what the second half of the season's going to be like. It's not going to be a win every night.
No.
And every day you're going to have to show up ready to win a ball game.
Absolutely. Clint had lots of fun with you tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you
Absolutely.
for having me.
For Justin Roberts, our cameraman, John Palsey back at the studio. My name is Ron Wiley. We'll catch you next time here on TV3. So long, everybody.